Hi, my name is Sheena Hong. Welcome to my channel. I am a freelance singer keyboardist based in Singapore. Welcome to my first long-form songwriting type analysis video. This is a bit on the nerdy side. I'm doing this because I want to improve my own writing and I figured I would share it. For purpose of this video, I'm focusing more on melody to just highlight some of the techniques or devices that really stood out to me. For this video, I assume some sort of like theory background. There are different time signatures out there for the transcription of this song, but generally it's felt in a 6/8 feel with a swing 16s or a triplet 16s. I just want to mention because I transcribed in 9/8, just easier notation. So I hope that doesn't bother you guys too much. Secondly, the form is very straightforward. They are all the same number of bars. Chords wise, the verse is using a simple 1, 6, 2, 5 with a very cool alteration here being the 1 to the 1 sharp dim 7 if you want, to the 2, so that's the passing diminished chord, then the 5. And then for the pre-chorus, she actually doubles the harmonic rhythm, so the chords pass faster. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this kind of climbing up to here and then climbing down. The chorus is the other way for going back to the same harmonic rhythm as the verse, 3, 2, 1. So chord 4 walking down to 1. These chords are very simple but very effective. Application of these chords, because there are 3 distinct chord progressions, you would kind of like swap around just to play with it. So like take the verse chords and use it in your chorus, and chorus chords use it for your pre-chorus chords, and then you can play around. I'm going to use 4 general categories. So first thing I noticed are the note choices. This personally I've never done in my writing before, my songwriting before, which is your blues note, which is over here. This is your blues note, your flat 3, your flat 5, and your flat 7. So if I'm singing like Ed Sheeran's and I do it in C, I got a love for me, I got a love for me. So that kind of just changes it, even though that's the flat 3. But in this case, she's using the flat 7. That's something I feel that like incorporating a blues note into your pop song, whatever song you're writing, is very easy to do. So I would like to practice, just kind of play a song you're very familiar with and try to throw in a blues note everywhere you can. Thing number 2 that I noticed, a 3-note section. For the pre-chorus, she really centers around 3 notes. The mi, fa, and so. Even though she uses some other notes like the A, the low A, the G, but generally she's really focusing on that B, C, D, walking up, walking down, back to B, C, D, and then down again, B, C, D. If you see, in contrast to the verse, she's using a lot of different notes in quite a wide range. So from D all the from G all the way to the low D, which is like 1.5 octaves. She kind of like restricts that range in the pre-chorus so that there's contrast. Technique number 3, leaving a color note for a particular section. So from previous analysis that I've done years ago, I also noticed this technique being used. She only uses the fa of the G scale, right? So G, A, B, C. C is your 4th degree, your fa. C, D, E, F sharp, G, right? So she only uses C in the pre-chorus. So if you look through at the verse, there is no C being used at all. Likewise for the chorus, even though there's a C major, there's no C being used, like if you scan through all the notes. Maybe in passing, but not really as an emphasis note in the melody. So that's one thing you could do, is to reserve certain notes, especially useful for like color notes. Color notes, I think of like T, Re, La, your blues notes, for particular sections, just to make that section contrast with others. Number 4, not fearing starting every phrase on me, the 3rd degree, right? The reason why I put not fearing starting every phrase, like the fear, is because from previous analysis, I've also noticed that one way to help different sections not sound too similar is to kind of start it or emphasize a different note. But in this case, I feel like she's emphasizing a lot on the me. So for the verse, you can see she starts on the on the B, me being the third degree over here, then this is your first degree, but she starts here. In the pre-chorus, she really emphasizes the me as well. And then of course, in the chorus itself, you see that B, third degree being used. So she's using that in all sections with an octave up in the chorus. My thinking is that it probably works for this song because she does utilize changes in progression. So for example, if you're writing certain like EDM songs where you have 4 chords and you're using the me over and over again, I'd imagine it would start to sound repetitive. So that's a choice if you want it to sound repetitive or not. Because like a major difference is that me, like B, is the third note in G, third note in G, but beautifully it is the major 7 on this C major 7. That 7 note is your B. Yeah, so that is a very, very strong color. So me versus me, you can feel that very strong tension. 5, not fearing a high note sticking out to emphasize a word. This is specifically referring to the chorus where she uses this I don't. I'll probably go like I don't want or something. I wouldn't do like I don't. So this is, I think, to complement the lyrics. And then there's another one over here. I ain't got you. Technique number 6, not ending on the first degree. You notice how she goes all the way up to the so and ends on the me again. If I ain't got you, it's more natural to go if I ain't got you, 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 if I ain't got you. But what she's doing is so obviously to emphasize you. So this is conceptually, it doesn't have to be from the so and the me, it could be from a... Okay, we've now reached category 2, rhythms. So number 1, leaving a rhythm for the chorus. This is quite interesting thing that she does. This pattern over here of the first 3 lines, she doesn't use this pattern, and it's kind of got a gallopy feel. Some people live just to play the game. So that gallopy rhythm that happens 3 times just in the last line of the verse. It doesn't happen here in the pre-chorus, but guess where it happens? Right here. Some people want it all, right? And I don't want nothing at all. Some rhythms are hooks in themselves. Being a little bit more aware of where those rhythms are left to shine. Okay, the second rhythmic idea that really, really stood out to me is the emphasis on the second beat. So if we are in 6/8, she has this motif of emphasizing this note. In the case of a 9/8, that would show up as this beat over here. It happens here, where she's emphasizing that second beat. 1. Some people live just for the fame. In the pre-chorus, now we're here. And so find what's within. If it were me, find what's within. I've been, but instead she emphasizes that second one over there. It stands out because it's a bit unusual, and I feel like this is a very like band arrangement hit kind of style. You can see this very strong in here. Okay, so in this case, she's emphasizing this one. Yeah, so the idea of emphasizing the second of the grouping, the get, boom, get, get. Okay, so the third category is phrasing and contour. Wide range used in the verse and chorus. First of all, there's a wide range used in the verse. I had never realized that she goes all the way to a low D until I transcribed. So she's got a low D, middle C is somewhere here, and then G all the way here. So it's like 1.5 octaves just for the verse. Pre-chorus is from an A to a D, so that's just a 4th in range. And then chorus is an octave, so D to a D. So even range-wise, there is quite a lot of contrast. Just take a look at the sentences. Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. It seems like there are two basic parts of the sentence, but she kind of breaks it here. And with that high note and second beat emphasis, I don't want nothing at all, putting quite a bit of a gap in between. She's breaking up the sentence quite a bit with rest and shorter phrasing. To me, kind of gives it more conversational, but also more of a sobbing feeling, because when you have like some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. It kind of feels like she's like really emotional, not able to like hold the whole line. It's just a very interesting phrase as a whole because it doesn't really repeat. Notes, yeah, but not really in rhythm. Okay, and the last thing, how she contracts the last line. This chorus, it's kind of a A, B prime or a C. So these two are pretty similar, right? So in a B, she has I ain't got you, I ain't got you. So two phrases. But in the end, how does she contract it? Everything means nothing. And then you can see this phrase actually starts one bar earlier. So instead of starting here, she starts earlier. On top of that, she also drops the baby. yeah. So everything means nothing if I ain't got you. Instead of everything means nothing if I ain't got you, baby. So that would be if she had left it at the same position. So moving it slightly forward gives you that really nice cadence and space. Also, when she repeats the last chorus, it's needed because remember there's a pickup into the chorus, right? Okay, last but not least, I have one category for lyrics. The first thing I learned is not to fear beginning every section and sentence with the same word. The verse, some people live for, some people live for, some people live for, some people live. It's a lot of repetition. But wait, it doesn't stop there. Pre-chorus, some people think, and then, wait, it doesn't stop there. Chorus, some people want it all. But of course, every sum it comes in at a different point in the phrase. The second thing is how she repeats the title but doesn't repeat it entirely. So obviously the title is If I Ain't Got You, but she does If It Ain't You, Baby, If I Ain't Got You, Baby. Slightly different, gives that sort of like more of a conversational, improvised quality. So if it ain't you, if I ain't got you. And then the last one, dropping it entirely, just the simple title setting. So that's it for this video. Thumbs up if you guys stayed all the way to the end. It's my first time doing this kind of long form analysis video, so I'm trying to figure out a lot of things. If I missed out anything, please comment down below because I'm very curious and I want to learn from you guys too. Please like and subscribe. So I'll see you in my next video. Stay curious about music and have a great day, everybody.